What is up, my bros? It's your boy TrueKROOO here on the Booksman channel, bringing another action figure tour review. This time we're taking a look at S.H.F Figuarts Kamen Rider Gazer from Kamen Rider Gazer. Now this represents Niram or Swell, depending on which head you choose. In his gamer producer form, essentially, we know that Glare is the game master. This is the producer of the DGP. Now, as you can pretty much tell, he is a repaint of Kamen Rider Glare. So Gazer is this nice, white, gold, blue color scheme. Really looks cool. But yeah, this was a January 2024 Premium Bandai release. It's coming out, I believe, this month in, as of, this recording, February 2024 in the US. But I got mine from my middleman. This is one of the ones I missed out on the pre-orders from Tokullectibles, your one-stop shop for all your Toku needs. My usual plug-in for those guys. But we're going to take a look at him, his articulation, accessories. But first, let's take a look at the box here. You can see it's Premium Bandai Kamen Rider Gazer, so it is going to be in this nice, usual black pattern with the symbol for Gazer. Gazer on the front here, Kamen Rider Gazer on the side. On the back, we have Gazer in various poses, showing off the alternate swell head, as well as the card. And you can see that, unlike Glare, who could take control of people with his modules, Gazers are kind of like little drones that kind of float around. So there is no mind control helmet thing for him, unfortunately. But there is a little disconnected pieces that you can use. Of course, Kamen Rider Gazer on the side. So we're going to go ahead and pull him out of the packaging and take a look. And here's Gazer out of the packaging, looking pretty cool. Like I said, this nice gold, blue, and white color scheme. White with all these gold circuitry lines all over the place. There's a little bit of a kind of eggshell white, or like kind of champagne white, actually. Not eggshell. It's more champagne white on him, but most of this like kind of Emperor 14 karat gold look to him. Pretty cool. As you can see, his card is in the slot because I did not want to lose it because I have no idea where I put Glares, but it is a transparent card, but I used white sticky tack so it sticks in there. You can see the knee pad fell off already because, like I said, unlike Glare, who uses his powers to control people, Gazers pretty much act as independent drones. So you can see a lot of pictures I have with these are just floating around. Yeah, since it's basically Kamen Rider Glare, the articulation is pretty much the same. Let's go over that just right now. Head all the way around, arms out this much, rotate around. Bicep swivel, double joint elbows that go only this far in, wrist articulation, diaphragm joint. It's kind of blocked off because of this little, whoop, and there goes one of my lights. Decided to try to do this in a smaller setup than usual. So that's why things may look a bit out of focus, but I'll try to get them a little more into focus. There we go. Yeah, a little bit difficult because of this little added on ab piece. You can't really bend that far forward. But you can bend pretty far back. Waist articulation. You can kick that far out. Thigh swivel. Get this far outside. Got double joint knees that go this far in. Of course, the little knee pad drone thing pops off all the time. On mine, it's just loose. I think it's because I've been playing with pretty much when I got Glare or Gazer and 2+1 in. I was playing a lot more with Gazer. So I think I might have just loosened this up a bit too much. But of course, ankle swivel, ankle pivot, kick that far up, that far down with his feet, and he does have toe articulation, but it's very limited because of how big bulky his boots are. Yeah, like I said, this is Niram's version, so the Niram head looks like this. Whoop. Keep dropping my lights. Doing this. Niram head looks like this, with the kind of gold lines of the head, but you can switch it out for the first accessories. We have the swell version, which adds on just extra little red lines on them. So now you've got not the game producer, but the game creator, essentially. And pop the head back off. On. And that was one of the first accessory that we were going to take a look at. Yeah, besides that, he does have alternate shoulder pads for when you do have like his shoulder pads acting as drones. Got a pair of pointing out hands Pair of semi-relaxed hands. The fists that he has on him right now. The card holding hands. And trigger finger hands in case you want to use a buckle and he has like one of the alternate weapons from one of the riders. But overall, he's a pretty basic release. The standout thing is, of course, his alternate head and shoulder pads. But he's pretty much I think he's worth it because of, you're getting essentially another big boss character when you use the swell head. You're getting kind of a semi-heroic, semi-neutral character actually with Niram. So let's go ahead and compare it to other riders from Kamen Rider Gazer. Alright, well, unlike my other reviews where I usually take out like domestics as well, I'm just going to keep this short just so you guys can see how he looks compared to just a couple characters. So here he is next to his mold mate, or pretty much the same mold from him, Kamen Rider Glare. And it's funny, I was playing with filters the other day, and Glare's colors came out to Gazer's, and Gazer's came out to Glare, so I think it's supposed to be actually inverted, which is actually pretty brilliant when you think about it. They both use the vision driver, so that kind of works. Alright, here he is next to Kamen Rider Gazer. Boost, or Magnum Boost form. Here they are next to the V My Toy Sumuri. Here is Kamen Rider 2+1, whose review will be coming up after the holiday weekend. Or the week after the holiday weekend. Whoops, there goes Sumuri. Just because I have to still film it, of course. And I'm actually going to be in a work training most of next week, so, or this upcoming week, so I won't be able to film it. So I'm just going to film it next week after the holiday. And just so you can see, another character is Kuwagata Oger. But overall, Gazer, keep mixing up between the two. But Gazer is a pretty much good figure. I think that you guys would really like him. Definitely keep an eye on the aftermarket. I know that most of the time, these Kamen Rider Gazer riders, if they're like not Gazer himself, they pretty much bounce up in price. So just keep an eye out for Gazer being cheaper on the aftermarket. But until then, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as well. Check out other videos on this channel, including the Sumuri review that actually went up the previous week from this. And keep an eye out for the 2+1 review coming out probably towards the end of February. I think I'll just say that. But yeah, if you haven't liked this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, like I said, as well as follow us on our social media. You can follow me at TrueKROOO on both Twitter and Blue Sky. You can follow me at ReggieRay93 on Instagram and Threads. You can follow the show's Twitter, which is Bugs2Men, and Gary's Twitter, which is GBX93. So stay tuned for the photos, guys, and actually, stay tuned for a little extra segment I'm just going to add here. So shout out to my buddy Caboose Ed. He actually discovered this while he was playing with his Gazer and Glare, because I showed it off to him that, you know, of course we could switch out all these little shoulder pad and knee pad things, but what he found out was that Gazer and Glare both actually have these same connector pieces as the Gazer riders. So you can actually make yourself Gazer Boost if you wanted to, or Gazer Magnum if you want to as well. Or you can also give Gazer the blue pants or black pants with the red. It's actually a pretty cool thing. I wish we actually saw that in the show, though. But just a little extra thing I might as well show you guys. Whoop. Oh well. Stay tuned for the photos.